What's up guys, it's Charles here bringing you a review for Rocket Punch Army. Today we have the Bandai Super Robot Chogokin Getter-1. This was just very recently released, so I just had to show you guys. It comes in a typical Super Robot Chogokin box. It's not the first time Bandai has done a diecast Getter, but it's one of the coolest ones I think they've done so far. So in the back here you have your usual photographs of the figure. You have him here in a nice action pose. You have him showing the axe there. You have the Getter beam effect. It also shows down here that the fists come apart and then a little section on the back where you attach the wing. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and check it out. There's a tray. It's got a typical plastic clamshell type tray. It also has the instructions, which are black and white here, and then this little promotional thing here. I think it's for the DVDs. I'm not sure. It says Getter Robot original version. Can't read Japanese, guys, not yet. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. All right, with these trays, you got to be a little bit careful. And thank God this doesn't have tape. I hate when they tape plastic trays. It does have those little tabs that make it a little difficult to unsnap. So let's take out the figure here. It's kind of weird. Usually a lot of robots that come in the plastic clamshells come wrapped in a little bit of plastic to protect the finish. Let's scroll down here a sec. Has this here protecting this, which is the cape, which we're going to attach in just a moment. I'll show you a little bit of the other stuff that it has. It has an assortment of alternate hands, the little Getter beam effect, which I just dropped, but it's right here. And then you get the little Tomahawks, which he's very well known for. And then the other part of the beam effect, which is the replaceable tummy. Now you'll notice he's a very beer-bellied robot, but that's a little bit of his charm right there. So let's go ahead and attach the cape. What you want to do is bring him around, get this out of the way a little bit so it's a little easier to get to, and pop this little white piece off. Not something you want to lose. And then the cape here has that same kind of plug. You just pop it right in there, and that gives you the cape here. Now, I'm not a big fan of solid plastic capes, especially shiny capes. This should have been at least like matte finish to look like a cloth, or maybe like a vinyl or something, but at least this piece back here does move out of the way. All right, but nonetheless, looks really cool, and it's kind of off center, so it looks like it's just blowing in the wind. Let me make sure I pose him okay so it doesn't look all stupid. All right. And I just wanted to do a quick comparison with other Getters. This one I don't have a cape for at the moment, but this is Bandai's regular Getter here, the Solo Chogokin. So these are the higher end line of Chogokin robots, and they started this line, the Super Robot Chogokin, to make them a little more affordable, but they're actually reaching prices that were close to what these were to start off with. And then I also have the Sentinel Getter, which is probably my favorite out of all of them. It's got the cloth cape on the back, insane joints, metal joints, all that stuff. Make sure to check out my review if you want to see more on that. I've done reviews on the other two, so yeah, so that's what he looks like with all them. Let's check out the articulation. You got the neck, right, which is separate on a ball joint. You also have the head that's independent of the neck. You have the arms here, and I like this piece that folds up to give you a bigger range of movement. And you got the top half right here, which moves side to side. It gives you a little bit more reach, and you'll see the arm mechanism there. The arms go forward and back. No ratchets. You get ratchets on the elbow. There's actually two joints there. There's the ratcheting joint and then this panel that folds out of the way to give you a little bit more range in the movement. And of course you have the fists here on a ball joint. Then you have the chest area up here that moves back and forth. You also have the waist here, and then this pops up just a tad to give him a lot more articulation that way, the little ab crunch. You have the legs here, which are nice and stiff. Looks like the joints are metal inside. No ratchets on the hips though. The hips also have like another piece of articulation inside. I don't know if you see that pop out right there. You do get ratchets on the knees, and they also spin. And you have the articulation on the feet. The feet also just slightly extend for a little bit more reach in the ankle. I mentioned he has replaceable hands. These are alternate hands. He's got this one, which is like the grabbing hand. Then he's got this one sort of relaxed with 2 fingers up, right? And then he's got these, which are to hold the tomahawks, right? So to replace those, all you do is pop these off, pop off rather easily, all right? And you can actually attach these first and then attach the weapons. That'd probably be easier. Alright, and then the tomahawks go right into the hands, like so. Pop the other one in. There you go. Nothing like seeing a getter with his tomahawk axes. So next gimmick I want to show you is the little belly. So we're going to take this off. It's got a little kind of thing there for your nail. Just pop it off. And then kind of raise the waist a little bit there, so you'll see that section there. Pop this in and it gives you that little getter beam belly button. But of course, to actually get the full effect, you have to take it off again. You don't have to put a different one on. It's the same one. All you got to do is push the little green piece that's in there till it pops out. Don't want to lose that. And pop this one in. Now it's kind of keyed, or not kind of, it is keyed. And you pop it right in there and you attach that. Then he's got the getter beam effect. Now what I like about this is that most figures keep the same belly part, but it's got a round circle, and this allows you to still maintain this without the getter beam effect and have it really clean without any circles going on right there. And this is what I mean by circles. You'll see it on the Sentinel Getter, and you'll also see it on the Soul of Chogokin version. I absolutely love this figure. It looks great. The price is right. I just wish the metal was a little more noticeable. I mean, the first thing you notice is the heft down here in the lower legs, because the lower legs are completely metal. I wish the feet were. They're just red plastic. They're not even painted, just red plastic. And most of the other metal is down here in the waist. You'll see that mechanism in there, the joint system is metal, so is the hips. But up here, I don't really see any kind of metal, not even in the shoulders here. So most of the metal is from the waist down. So that about's going to wrap it up, guys. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you're interested in getting this guy, there's also a link in the description where you can go ahead and purchase them. If you have any questions or comments, you know where to leave them in the comment section, and I will try and get back to you ASAP. Till next time, guys, bye-bye.